Okay, so welcome back. As I mentioned, we're going to be looking at having a camera follow an object along a path. Unlike the previous video where we manually set the keyframes, this one will be done automatically for us. So I'm just going to quickly show you the end result first. You can see the line still visible due to our layers, but that's the line that the drone and camera both follow. Let's just scroll all the way back to frame 0 and get out of the camera view or perspective. Alright, so we've got our camera already set up. Let's look at how we've done that now. Alright, so actually let's take a look at the drone first and how we laid the path out. We'll head into top view and we're just gonna first head over into create and go over to the line tool. And we're just going to draw our desired path that we want our drone to follow along. As you can see here, we just wanted to sort of follow along the alleyway that we've investigated as part of our project. With that done, let's scroll all the way back to the start where our arrival entry point is at the station. And we're then just going to hop back into perspective mode and select our drone first. And then notice that the path is currently aligned with the base, so it's a Z level of 0, which isn't how a drone works. So we're going to first move the line up to a height of around, I guess, 8 meters or so would do, just to make sure it clears trees and people's heads. But we also wanted to animate it in a way that looks like the drone is taking off. So we'll edit one point so that it's at a Z level of 0, and then the next point it will climb up to that Z level of 8 meters tall. Now, so that we have it look as if the drone is being followed or tailed, we're not going to have the exact same path that the camera's going to follow. We're going to duplicate the drone's path and have it slightly raised above and also offset so that it starts slightly behind where the drone begins. We'll just do that manually by going edit polyline and dragging the point back like so. Alright, everything looks good, so let's head over to our camera type. We'll create a targeted camera. We'll follow the same procedure as before. We'll go to, eventually we'll head to animation and constraints. We will set the object constraint to be the drone as we did before. And we'll select the drone, we'll go to the same constraints panel, and then we'll click on path constraints. We'll then select the path we just made, and this will enable us to have the drone follow along this path. You can see in the edit poly settings over here, we're going to tick follow as well as bank. Now they will do the exact same thing for the camera, but we'll select the path that we made, which is offset from the drone's path, as you can see here. So in the edit settings, there's an option that we can tick, which makes it so the object, in this case the drone, will actually follow along the curve in like more ways than one. As you can see, like the drone sort of banks left and right as it turns. We'll keep that on, it'll be a bit more realistic and also pretty cool. Not really necessary for the drone though. Another thing we do know from the previous video is that 100 frames to complete sort of the path is going to be really quick. So we are going to go into the time configuration settings and change that. We'll make that say 300 or just a bit longer than 100 frames, so we can actually, enjoy the drone fly through. Head over to the camera view and make sure we're in the right camera. We're just adjusting like the FOV settings so that we can capture more of the surroundings as well. Just making sure everything is set right before we go on our test flight. Hit play. So we can see one major issue. That issue being that it is still too quick and the drone doesn't get to finish its path before the frame runs out. That is because we didn't, even though we set the time configuration settings to be 300 frames, we didn't adjust the drone and camera flights to make it so it also follow along a time frame of 300 frames. That is something we have to go and adjust now. Otherwise, the drone and camera will attempt to sort of finish their path within 100 frames, which is not in line with what we've set up. The simplest way to achieve this is by simply just reconstraining the drone and camera to the paths with it set at 300 frames. As you can see, it now at least completes the entire path, even if it is a bit quick. We can adjust this to sort of like however we want. We'll increase the frames once more, and again, just make sure everything is set in order. Alright, with everything checked, let's go through a final fly through, and this speed is much better. We get to not only finish our entire length of the path, but we also get time to actually take in what we've seen. So that will wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys found it useful, and thanks for watching.